We all constables. No detectives here, is there? No inspectors. Couldn't detect anything, could they?
In today's episode, we're outside a police station where a man is stopped, handcuffed, and searched simply for taking photos from a public street. 6 officers show up. They find absolutely nothing. And when the situation starts to fall apart, one officer even accuses him of terrorism. What you're about to see is one of the weakest displays of police knowledge I've come across. We have officers who don't understand their own search powers, handcuffs being used without any valid reason, and a terrorism claim that gets disproven within seconds. And trust me, the ending is unbelievable. Let's get straight into it.
All I was, you've just ruined my shot.
Oh, sorry. What's your name? Sorry. I'm PC Cartwright.
Oh, hello, PC Cartwright.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing here today?
What does it look like?
Well, I can see you standing here filming.
Right then.
Is that all you're doing? What is it you're filming today?
Well, a minute, them.
Him? Just
No, not him. The gatehouse.
Oh, the gatehouse?
Yeah, because I was just walking up and down taking pictures.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping to get a police car with the blue lights coming out.
Yeah.
I've got that now, but you spoilt my shot anyway.
Okay.
And the gentleman come out and committed a Section 5 public order offence.
Okay, what happened?
He said I'm not allowed to film.
Yeah.
And I explained to him I'm on a public road,
yeah,
so I can film.
Yeah.
And he called me an effing idiot, and it's all on film.
Right, okay. The gentleman in the...
Yeah, he had a security coat on with a big beard.
Right, okay. And you've got that on film?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Right from the beginning, pay close attention. Before the officer even speaks to him, the auditor reports a crime. A security guard walked out and insulted him for filming. That falls under a public order offense for using abusive language likely to cause harassment or distress. And it's all recorded on video, a clear incident. So at this point, the auditor is a victim. Is reporting what happened to him. Keep that in mind, because less than a minute later, he's the one being put in handcuffs. And as for that security guard, wait until you hear what happens next. The difference in how both people are treated is shocking.
What, are you wanting us to do anything about that? Were you planning on reporting it, or...?
I've just reported it to you, haven't I?
Right, okay. Were you planning on reporting it? Sorry.
Yeah, well, I only hung around because he said he was going to phone the police.
Right, okay.
So, obviously, I waited for the police.
Right, okay.
Took you a while, though. The station's only there, isn't it?
Okay, well, I've just come for quite a long way.
They haven't, have they? Can you identify yourself, please?
604. Okay, right. At the moment, obviously, I'll deal with what you've just reported to me. Okay,
yep.
We'll take that into consideration. But we've had a report before anything of that has come through that there's been a male walking around with a balaclava on. Okay?
It's not a balaclava.
Okay, that's the report we've had. Okay,
right.
Because you are matching that description.
Yep.
I'm detaining you for a stop search under Section 1 of PACE. Okay.
Really?
Based on the fact that sort of equipment. Okay.
So what's your reasonable grounds?
My grounds are
that I'm wearing a balaclava, which isn't a balaclava.
Okay. You match the description. You are covered in your face, okay?
The officer claims they've had a report about someone wearing a balaclava. The auditor is wearing a face covering. It's a cold day, and she decides that this alone is enough to detain him under Section 1 of PACE. But here's where the misunderstanding begins. Under Section 1 of PACE, an officer can only stop and search someone if they have reasonable grounds to believe the person is carrying stolen items or tools for theft. The important word is reasonable. That doesn't mean you're wearing something on your face, and it doesn't mean someone gave a vague description over the phone. She needs clear, specific reasons that would make an average person think a crime might be happening. Wearing a face covering in cold weather while openly filming doesn't come close to that. But watch what she does next. She goes straight into detaining him, hoping he won't question it.
So
it's cold.
We're looking at offences such as theft, going equipped, that sort of thing.
Okay.
That sort of equipment can be used for that. Okay.
Right, so what are you looking for then, particularly?
So any further equipment that could be used in the course of conducting an offence such as theft or going equipped, okay?
All right.
So because
you do realise you'll get a civil claim over this?
Okay, that's fine,
yeah.
Yeah. Right, because I'm quite a small female and you're quite big, I'm going to place you in handcuffs because you're an unknown risk to me, okay? So,
right, does it have to be a male? You're not stopping recording?
You can have handcuffs on by anybody.
Yeah.
If you want the male to search, we'll arrange a male to search.
We've got a male on the way, okay? So I'll wait for him to come and search you, so that's fine.
Yep.
Okay. So as I said, the search is under Section 1 of PACE. I'm looking for any equipment that could be used in the course of theft or going equipped. NPC 35-7 Catherine Cartwright from the station. You're entitled to a copy of the search record if you want. Okay, you've got up to 3 months, that's fine.
I notice you've all got the thin blue line on, the gang badge.
Yeah, I'm just going to put my mask on.
Yep, you just agreed to it then, yeah.
Now look at what happens with the handcuffs. This is where things become very concerning. Her reason? She says, because I'm a smaller female and you're bigger, I'm putting you in handcuffs because you're an unknown risk. Notice the word unknown. Not aggressive, not threatening, not violent, just unknown. Under Pace Code A, handcuffed during a search can only be used when there is a real, clear reason to believe someone might become violent or try to escape. It must be based on actual behavior, not I don't know you, so you're a danger. The auditor is standing calmly. He's cooperating. He's even offering to let them check his pockets more thoroughly. There's nothing in his behavior that suggests risk. But here's what's really going on. She's already committed to the stop, and she knows the grounds for it are weak. The handcuffs aren't being used for safety. They're being used to keep control of the situation. If he's restrained, he can't simply walk away when she can't justify the search. That's not good policing. That's trying to manage a mistake.
Sending in section 1 of Pace, I'm PC 3096. I'm policing from here, this police station here, Clyde Police Station.
Congratulations.
So, been offered a copy of the search record?
I have been offered a copy of the search. You don't need my name for that though.
Alright.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Just going to give you a quick search now.
Yeah.
Just like my colleagues that's gone.
There's a glove in that pocket. You just put it on the floor if you want, it's fine.
That's alright. I don't want to leave it on the floor. Right.
Is it in the way of her wagon?
So it's the gloves anyway, honestly I don't mind the gloves going on the floor.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, make yourself useful. Stood around like a wet lemon.
Just a glove in here as well, is it?
Yeah. It's just dog poo bags in there, I think. If you want, you can take them away and give them a good inspection.
No, I'm just...
I've got plenty more at home.
Put them back in here.
And I've not stolen them.
Sorry, what's that?
Them dog poo bags, I've not stolen them.
Right, okay.
So I'm going in my pocket. Just car keys.
6 officers show up, and the only thing they end up finding is a couple of dog waste bags. Now here's the part many people overlook. The moment the search ends with nothing discovered, everything shifts. Whatever small amount of suspicion she thought she had is now clearly incorrect. The grounds for the search weren't valid. The detention wasn't justified. And the handcuffs weren't needed. That a professional officer would step back at this point, accept the mistake, and bring the encounter to an end. But watch what happens instead.
Thank you. Is it just boxed underneath there, not wearing another pair of trousers?
No. I'll drop them if you want.
Be surprised how many pairs of trousers people wear.
Well, it is cold, isn't it?
It is a bit cold.
Yeah, that's why I've got a face covering. Just £40 and two £20 notes.
Is that just loose, is it?
Yeah, it's just loose.
I've got one in my bag. Beth's just getting it now.
Perhaps that on your camera, just so it could
Yeah.
show that your two £20 notes are going this
Yeah,
back just for the time.
that's fine.
Oh, cancel that, it's alright, someone else has got one.
Can you go and have a word with him though for the public order offence?
Are you wanting to make a complaint about that? I can go and just give him words of advice.
Remember the security guard, the one who actually committed an offense on camera? The auditor asks what's being done about that. The officer's answer, she's just going to give him words of advice. So let's be completely clear about the double standard here. The auditor, who is the victim of a public order offense, ends up detained, handcuffed, searched by 6 officers, and even accused of terrorism. Meanwhile, the security guard, whose actions were recorded and clearly meet the threshold for an offense, gets nothing more than a quick, friendly conversation. This is exactly the kind of two-tier approach people say doesn't happen until they witness it themselves. If you're part of the system, you get leniency. If you're the one recording it, you get 6 officers and a pair of handcuffs.
Good advice, I'll do, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And will you just let him know that I'm going to be continuing to film?
Yeah, that's fine, I'll let him
Yeah?
know.
And I've got every right to do so?
No pockets on your thing under
I
there.
don't know, you know. I think there's just that. You can have a good look. I think there's just that one. There's nothing on my jumper.
Do that.
I'll do that up in a minute, you're right.
Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on the coat.
It's the top cuff's going to come off first.
Shouldn't have been put on, really, should it?
When you're detained for a search, it's the officer's choice whether to put you in handcuffs, but we are legally allowed to do so.
We'll see.
Go.
Just so you can witness the markings on my hand.
Yep.
I'll go towards the.
There you go.
Thank you. One, two, three, 4 police cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 police officers. Are we all constables? No detectives here, is there? No inspectors. Couldn't detect anything, could they?
6 officers have turned up for a man holding a camera on a public street. He asks if there are any inspectors or detectives available. The answer is no, only constables. Not one person with higher authority is there to step in and say, "Why are we even doing this?" And that's not by accident. When there's no senior oversight, officers often act however they choose. 6 of them standing around to deal with 1 photographer. Think about that. All the while, real incidents are happening elsewhere, but this is where the time and resources are being spent.
What I might do later, I might film all these registrations in here as well. Alright. I'll probably just put them on the internet.
What are you going to do that for?
What?
What are you going to do that for?
Because I like taking videos and putting them on the internet.
People's registrations of the vehicles.
It's not illegal though, is it?
You can film wherever you want.
Exactly. Which one's your car?
I don't have to say that.
How much extra do you get a day then for a taser?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Actually, no.
Nothing at all?
No.
I thought you got like a little 50p a day extra or something like that.
You're misinformed.
No? So why'd you wear the thin blue line badge then? Part of the gang? Do you know more people, the public, have died in police custody in the last 30 years than police officers have died on active duty in the last 100 years? Where's your badge for that?
Here's a small moment most people might overlook. The auditor notices the thin blue line badges on their uniforms. Then he brings up a serious point about public trust and safety. The officers stay completely silent. No one challenges him. No one responds, and that silence says a lot.
Silence. Feel proud today. Done a good job today. Go home and tell the children.
Advise you that your actions could be construed as hostile reconnaissance towards terrorism.
What? I just said you've done a good job today.
Police personal vehicles.
Hostile.
For the purpose of putting them on
Terrorism.
for whatever reason that might
Oh,
be.
go on, keep digging that hole.
It's hostile reconnaissance for terrorism offences.
Hostile. If I was hostile reconnaissance, I wouldn't be overt, would I?
Now we get to the moment that reveals everything about this encounter. The search turned up nothing. 6 officers are standing there with no results. And everyone knows the entire situation has been pointless. Or what happens when everything falls apart? When the ground for the search weren't valid, the detention made no sense, and the only thing found was a couple of dog waste bags. You reach for the most extreme claim you can point. One officer suddenly says hostile reconnaissance. That's a very serious counterterrorism term. It refers to hidden surveillance carried out before an attack, checking security, studying possible entry points, and planning in secret. And she's using that phrase to describe a man standing in the open, holding a camera in full view, while surrounded by 6 police officers. That's the complete opposite of hidden. It's the complete opposite of reconnaissance. So this was never about terrorism. It was about saving face. She couldn't justify the siege. She couldn't point to anything suspicious. So she reached for the most intimidating phrase she could think of, hoping it would make him back down. He didn't.
No,
I'd be
you don't understand
covert.
what hostile reconnaissance means. It's all right.
You're allowed to do reconnaissance. If I wanted to, I could map all this ground.
You could be construed as committing hostile reconnaissance for terrorism offences. I'm just making you aware.
Right, okay,
of that.
let me make you aware of this. If you think I'm a terrorist, you should leave me alone and contact the anti-terrorism squad. Because if you thought I was a terrorist, you wouldn't all come up to me like this, would you?
What I said was, your actions can be construed as hostile reconnaissance.
I've had enough of you now, off your pop. Not talking to you anymore, talk rubbish.
We can be here just as much as you can be here.
Oh, yeah, I know you can. But I can tell you to off your pop. Anybody filming?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you're supposed to tell me at the first available opportunity.
Am I?
As part of your policy. You don't even know your own policy. Oh, dear, dear, dear.
The auditor asks if anyone is recording on body-worn cameras. They are, but they don't tell him. According to College of Policing Guidance and Force Policy, officers using body cameras must inform people as soon as reasonably possible. This is also linked to data protection rules. You have a right to know when your actions are being recorded. These officers didn't follow that rule, which shows they don't understand their own basic procedures. 6 officers, none of them following the rules, and yet they try to lecture him about the law. It's a clear example of poor practice.
You've been alright, mate. You've been sound.
Thanks.
Can you just inform him that if he swears at me again, I will press charges?
You're watching too much American TV. You don't press charges.
Alright, then I'll file a claim.
Do you want your coffee?
Yes, I do.
There you go. Right, he's having a word with him, okay? And we'll leave you to it. But
Should have left me to it in the first place.
no, we had grounds to stop and speak to you instead.
I don't think you did.
Okay, that's fine. Be mindful of what my colleagues just said to you, okay?
Well, that I'm a terrorist. If you thought I was a terrorist, you should act on it now. Off your pop. Off your pop. Off your pop. See you later.
So, what did we just see? A man reports a real offense and suddenly becomes the suspect. He's detained on grounds so weak they don't hold up, handcuffed simply for being a bigger person, and searched by 6 officers, who find nothing but a couple of dog waste bags. Meanwhile, the actual offender gets nothing more than a friendly chat. When the situation falls apart, one officer even throws out a terrorism accusation. That contrast is striking. When officers follow the law, encounters like this are resolved quickly. When they rely on ego instead, things escalate unnecessarily. This shows a clear pattern. Knowing your rights and the law matters. It's the only way to respond when someone tries to bluff or intimidate you. That's why I created the Know Your Rights Guide. It's the same knowledge auditors use in situations like this. You'll find the link in the description. Which part do you think was the worst? The baseless search, the handcuffs for being unknown, the terrorism claim, or the security guard getting only a warning? Let me know in the comments that if you found this breakdown helpful. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching. This is Raw Audit Reviews. Remember, the law always matters when you know it.